and then you're locked in for like 45 minutes. Like you're in there for a while.
Yeah, although I think it's been getting faster from
Yeah.
like my because I still over the months, you know, I still stay a little bit in touch with what's going on at the top level. I like to be informed, and I think AMSA has been like kind of like historically in the last couple years like kind of takes it as like I would say like a light favor, maybe like 6-4.
Yeah, I can agree. Because like I feel like most times, sorry, I just cut you off.
No problem.
I feel like whenever I watch it, I just like learn like Yoshi can actually like just like counter Puff pretty well, especially off with punish against Puff. Because like if Puff just overspaces or like doesn't respect Yoshi armor, like she's most likely either going to die or be put in a really bad situation for percent at that point.
Yeah.
It's like Yoshi offense can hit really hard, as we know, and like Puff being so frail as a character, it can be like, oh shit. I like made like a couple mistakes where I forgot that Yoshi has this thing that no one else in the game has, and now I'm like about to die from like a nair.
And he's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Pretty heavy, which makes him like very difficult to combo or at least get like any sort of like string going. Exactly. I also think he's got just all I'm referencing here is like how much AMSA H-box I've seen, but like the up air kills like
it's crazy.
Not early, but you know, like I think it can be surprising.
It can surprise you.
Yeah,
because like if you're on Yoshi, you're dead at like 60 probably.
And he can get up there.
Yeah.
You know, Yoshi, that thing that can get up there.
Yeah, that is just his recovery.
Yeah.
Because like if you just take that away, you're just like, oh yeah, he's not coming back. It's like Puff. Fortunately, if you like understand how armor works, it's like you can just kill Yoshi pretty solidly. But it's a matter of getting Yoshi off stage. Because Yoshi can utilize movement really well. And whenever I watch Guex in the past, you'll probably see it throughout this set. He'll try and go for like slide off up air to kill a lot, which is like a really good
out of shield. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes for for that. Like he'll sit on platform and come down and then do up air to kill floaty.
Yoshi, no matter how much, when he's on the platform and he's shielding his egg, he wants you to hit him.
Because like you think, oh yeah, he can't jump out of shield free. And I'm like, oh wait, he can like do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Because then we have to think about parrying as well.
Every time I see someone shielding on the platform, I want to hit them. I really do. I don't know. I feel like for a long time that was like just like what you did. Was you just hit them. It was the polite thing to do almost.
Yeah, it was like what's the word I'm looking for here? Like etiquette, basically.
Yeah, it was cordial.
Yeah, it's like you're taught this. Oh yeah, when they're on the platform, you
yes, you're shielding. Now it's my turn, and then you hit them, and then they come down,
and then you start over.
But Yoshi, it's actually opposite.
Yeah, no, it actually kind of breaks the rules. You think it's like, oh wait, I'm out of my element here, and then matchup familiarity happens, and then you get fucked up.
That's right. I think Yoshi's a character that I always struggled against. And I would just hope that they would SD, because I think Yoshi and Samus are two characters that you can always kind of count on them SDing at least once in a best of 5.
Because Samus will probably mess up their bomb trick, and then they just like fall and die, and they have no way to come back.
Or the weird little Z grab. You
know
what I mean?
They might just miss that sometimes.
They just miss that?
And then they fall.
Oh, God, isn't that nice?
Yeah, but I feel like most Samus I've played, the one I'm always thinking of is Insane back in the day.
Right.
I remember he
I recall.
A lot. Yeah, he would like always like usually go for like the down B recovery, or just go for the tether grab. I'm like, yep, that's right. Because other Samus that we've seen are like Swiss Miss, Artelin. Those are the ones that come to my mind.
I've heard stories of Artelin. Never actually played.
He's a really cool guy.
Yeah. Very old school, yeah?
Yeah, pretty OG. I think he's like probably been around as long as Zoso has. Maybe even before, but yeah, he's been around since the 2000s.
I'm not sure that this is what I would have said was the expected outcome for my like limited knowledge here. A lot of the drill up smash is just working, and now Yoshi's at a percent where you can't really trade. A lot of like the early percents on this stock, he was trading.
Yeah.
But when you're down a stock, it's not going to work out as good. I think one drill up smash might.
It might do it. Definitely around now. Yeah. If like Tommy could find, or that's just a straight back air.
Need it, I guess.
No, he doesn't even go for the air dodge. Like he just hold ledge, just the air dodge at that point. But no, Tommy taking game 1 pretty.
Moly.
I'd say comfortably, but solidly a good game
Is
plan.
this what I would have thought would happen?
I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
Considering where Tommy's,
I don't even know who Tommy is.
I know he's CT. I'm trying to think if they have any Yoshis that come through.
Wow.
I'm not sure. But I know before
Thomas.
He started going to tournaments. G-Town was telling me on the way here that he was a net play person.
Yeah.
So he's probably bound to run into some interesting matchups online.
Net play people. Net play people, you know?
More of a, they're showing up now. They're getting older.
Nothing. That's crazy. I don't know. I think net play is obviously it's a beautiful thing and it's wonderful and it's like probably enabled so many more people to play the game than ever would have. Oh, Doesn't kill though. But it's not. I'm okay with that all being true, and at the same time, it's just not for me. I'm kind of like the way I grew up playing Melee was in my friend's basement eating Pop-Tarts until 3 a.m.
Yeah, it's true. I think about this pretty regularly, where it's like I think Melee is just like what I call a CRT game.
Yeah, it's
like
a social.
I can play it on my PC. Yeah, sure, that's cool.
Yeah.
And all, but I just feel like there's always something like weird about it. Just being in your room, like just playing normally. But it's like you go to an event, you sit down to CRT, I'm like, oh, it just feels way more natural.
Yeah, dude.
And execution just feels a lot better.
I spent a lot of dark nights alone, just in my boxer briefs, sweating, playing Melee in the warm glow of my monitor.
I feel like my worst moments come from moments like that. Where it's like
losing to Dr. Mario players just over and over and over again.
Like you open a direct session, I already know the person, and I'm just like, why is this not working? I'm like, all of a sudden I'm out of my chair's rolling back to my display, and I'm like, oh, I should probably fix it after this game's over.
Yeah.
But like I'm here, I'm like, oh, it's all good. And then we're just talking to the other person. I'm like, yeah, this is all fine. Like me and Nova just like played for like a half hour. Like we were just laughing.
Yeah, but he doesn't get much. Oh, reverse bear. Not what I would have picked, but I don't know anything. So I think that the rest punish, it makes a lot more sense to me to see the pop-up with the fair, the Yoshi fair.
Yeah, and it pops and they
I feel like that, in my head, that sounds really nice. And if that's the only thing you get, a little, it's like 14%, you know? That move hits really, really hard.
Yeah, it does. And if you get the follow-up, you can like at least link it maybe into something else.
Maybe an up air?
Usually up air, I don't think back air works, but I think it's usually like fair. On fast forwards, you can do it again probably, but on puff, it's different. Maybe we might see it again.
Regardless, this is his story.
Yes, this is Yoshi's domain.
Which I think is really funny in a way that's like his best stage, you know what I mean?
Which is usually not the case for Puff, at least, because Stadium in this game is just not Puff's place.
Puff's
because like
not
and
good
she's
there.
not great because Fox destroys her and stuff like that.
I was trying to think of other ones, and I do think, funny enough, Fox is very good on Corneria.
Yeah,
very good on Corneria.
I was thinking about that. That's home field.
Yeah, and you don't even have to do the little left and right taunt thing to call in the
the little special thing.
Yeah,
I forgot you can do that. Because like I know in the 20XX mod you can set the taunt up to do it.
Yeah.
But obviously like there's a core thing you do with the combination in the game, and it makes like the you can also do like the dialogue trigger and stuff like that. And then they call in the R-Wings. It's just like a war zone all of a sudden.
So now it's where I was gonna say like now Brenner's like looking to just trade percents here because Yoshi has to do so much less work than Puff. Although,
you know, probably might bring it back, but
you never want to get clutched on.
Yeah.
You never do. Wow.
Damn, and there's the up
Good
air.
shark. Good shark.
Very nice. Because like when Puff's drifting like that, if you can predict like where they're gonna go, it's like it usually just leads to a free up air. All right, 1-1. This is gonna be
Brenner.
a good one. Let's see. What's the counter pick? Gonna be Dreamland, or are you gonna think about it? Okay, goes FD. I kind of get it because you take away the platforms.
Yeah.
And also you have way more space to work as Puff. Because like
this
is very matchup dependent for me when I go here.
I do think Yoshi kind of blows on this stage.
Yeah.
Which, unless he's playing a Spacey or Falcon. Actually, no. I think he's pretty bad against Falcon here, just because you can get juggled really easily. But the Spaceys is there's actually some really disgusting stuff that happens on this stage that people don't really like to talk about.
Yeah.
But I think against Puff here, you just don't have the shield drop. Approach option.
You lose such a vital part of your kit. Which is like you said, like you lose platform, which is good for shield dropping or going off shield or just getting hit and then going off of up air. Like that's all gone now, and you have to just play straight neutral.
Especially the landing mix-ups. People don't actually think about that as much, but you're in the air above Puff or whoever you're playing against as Yoshi. Just having the threat of a platform there.
Armor.
No, I think he's fine.
Yeah, it's armor.
Oh, does that kill? Holy
it kills.
smokes.
Oh my god. Fortunately, you still have armor on your side.
The dome.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, just like having the option to fast fall and land on the platform, or hold down and fall through it as like a mix-up for where you're landing for safety. Oh, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you much, G-Town.
G-Town.
Coming through with water.
Is actually a really big part of the game, and that's people think about that against Marth. I think it's a bit more like prominent of like Marth is so good at like being underneath you.
Yeah, being above Marth is usually like one of the worst things you can find yourself in. I think about that a lot. Like, there's always the minigame of trying to come down against an opponent in this game.
Yeah.
And the hardest difficulty is when you're coming down against Marth.
Especially since I think Yoshi's horizontal mobility is not. I don't think it's very good. Not when you're just drifting.
Yeah.
But the weird thing about it is that he's got the double jump cancel, which is like a very instant and fast like change of like where you're going horizontally.
Yeah, exactly.
So that kind of counts. But like.
But compared to Puff, who drifts,
especially.
it's like a polar opposite because Puff has like the best drift in the game, which is why she's so good. And when she's able to drift like so seamlessly across the stage, like we're seeing right here, it can make life really, really hard, especially for like a lot of mid tiers who just can't really get around it as quickly.
Oh, I thought he was gonna pop up there with like F tilt, but.
Yeah, drill up smash. That's a classic. That's one of your main. That's one of your main kills in general against who aren't like fast fallers.
And it's not so easy because you do actually have to hit an L cancel.
Yeah.
Which cuts the landing lag.
Which is not just L cancel. You also have to get. There's a spikes animation where like to spin around to get that. You have to hit the lowermost hurt box for it to work. So you have to like space it right, but then also get the L cancel, which many people can struggle with that when they're trying to like understand how like use the move.
I had to hit a couple L cancels today. And these Slippy kids, they're not talking about it, but it's hard.
It's tricky.
It's tough.
You gotta look at those stats, see how they're doing.
Oh my God! Sometimes you have landing lag, and it sucks.
Yeah.
So.
It's like, damn. Like, I was playing like a couple games of Sheik, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm not hitting my L cancel at all. And I can't dash, or like I would land, and I'm like, I'm gonna dash. Like, oh wait, I put it in too soon. I just do nothing and stand there. I'm like, oh, well, there goes that.
He goes for the bear. No jumps. But the thing is, you can't really super armor through things. Like it's gonna like trade poorly.
It's like multi moves are kind of like the way to kind of work around that.
The Yoshi SD.
Sheesh. Unfortunately,
you love it.
But for Tommy, you love that. For Guex, you can see him shaking his head.
Yeah. I just know that that's a part of. It would appear that that's a part of the Yoshi game plan is to self-destruct at some point.
Yeah. There's the one.
I'm always counting on that.
Yeah. Everybody gets one. At least I feel like.
If you're struggling against Yoshi, just let him do some stuff on the ledge, and there's a good chance he'll mess up.
He'll keep throwing those eggs for a while, but eventually he tries to get back on, he might just fall.
Yeah, he might just fall. And that's a pacifist run. That's a good way to take a stock without any violence.
Without any violence, yeah. You want to be a conscientious objector.
Yeah. Okay.
What players besides Puff don't SD? That's a very good question. Don't SD.
Don't SD. You know, I don't see too many Falcon.
I was thinking like random like obscure characters like Game & Watch. Do you really see Game & Watch SD?
I'd say
I think an obscure ones.
I'd say Game & Watch is an SDer from trying to sweet spot. I have memories of like Nick Marcus.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Trying to sweet spot the ledge super tight, and then it's just short, and then he just just falls.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's like immune from it. I don't see a lot of SDs from like. Oh, Luigi's a kind of an SDer.
Yeah, I can see if he like he's
gambiting
on side B, it might just go wrong.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't get his down B thing.
H-Box SDs all the time, but that's because he can't control the beast inside of him.
Yeah, like sometimes he has to let it out.
Yeah, and
it just happens.
That's not really like about the character. It's just like his.
That's a player thing.
It's like he's fighting. Yeah. He's just fighting demon. He's not just fighting the match on the stage. He's fighting a lot of internal demons. An
internal struggle. Like when he threw that chair at Gommel on the stage, like he had to let that one out.
Yeah, there's a lot going. He's like a complicated character in fiction. Who's very dynamic, and he's going through a lot at any given moment. So think about that the next time you criticize him.
When he retires, it's going to be a gigantic case study about like his personality and like what was going through the mind and stuff like that.
And he lets it rip really, and you have to respect that. Yoshi, that is, with the noggin flogging as it is in the Melee like rule book where they named all the moves.
Yeah, I love reading through that.
So
Melee booklet probably still is
goated.
Is the best booklet.
That's
I've ever
good
read.
fiction.
Yeah, that's great fiction. Like,
that's second only to the Subspace Emissary.
Oh my God, it's an iconic one. It's like reading that book on the school bus or like on the way home from when you buy the game. It's like you learn so much. I learned that I think Ganon Up B is called the Dark Dive. That's one always sticks out. That sticks out to me.
Yeah.
There's some other like crazy ones too.
God damn.
I know Marth Up B I think it's called Dolphin Slash.
Dolphin Slash, yeah.
Which is like that's interesting.
Oh, I thought he was going for the reaction, the RTC.
Maybe.
The RTCR? Come on, Guex. Come on, Thomas. I didn't mean to cheer for Guex there. I meant to cheer for both of them.
Non-biased commentary, by the way.
Yeah, I said both. Both. I do like the way Tommy's playing it, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. And I think that a lot of people in this matchup in a lot of matchups in Melee, you kind of tend to look at the actions of like one player. Usually there's like an aggressor, like, you know, Fox Marth. I kind of, maybe this is just my internal biases, but like I would look at like the Fox and the Fox Marth. So I feel like I'm kind of like watching the Yoshi a bit more, but I think Tommy's playing a very good defensive game.
Yeah.
And he's got a very simple
I was going to say.
way to find the kills with the drill up smash has definitely been working.
There it is. He's spoken into existence. Yeah,
it's been working.
To agree to that, because I feel like it's the same. Because Guex is usually the one that's approaching.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's just been a lot of whiff punishing from Tommy. That's really getting a lot of benefits, which is setting up for these drill up smash kills or just straight hits that kill Guex as he's too far off the stage.
But right now he's kind of got him on the freaking ropes now.
And even when like he gets armor, he backs away because he knows Yoshi can retaliate with something as well. So he's very wise about that. RTC?
Here's what I'm wondering right now. Is Puff's drill up smash better than Fox's in this matchup?
Loki. I mean, it's got to be like equal.
Better?
But I just feel like
I don't think it kills. I actually don't think it kills as early.
No.
But I mean, he's doing it very consistently.
Fox gets drill shine though, which can set up for an up smash, which gets a little bit more extra percent. If we're gonna get nerdy about it, but you know, but nailing that's the thing.
Nailing that's not easy. Holy smokes!
The jump and Tommy pretty comfortably.
Uno.
Those adjustments that he made, like, you know, backing off and like letting Guex come to him, are kind of like the biggest thing away from that.